Usage of the application begins with a short onboarding, which in the nutshell describes the core features of the application and asks the user to set a time-limited, achievable financial goal. Then after that, the user proceeds with registration. In about 30 seconds, the user, in our case called Elisa, has already registered, set a financial goal, and learned about the main features of the app. The app uses more than 30 gamification mechanisms to increase user interest and retention. One of them is achievements. By obtaining achievements, the user gets in-game items, TL coins, and experience points, which are needed to raise the level of the character and reduce commission on investment. The achievement tree is divided into layers. The first layer is for acquaintance with the application and understanding of how it works, as well as avoid the mistakes of a novice investor. After reading the description of the unreceived achievement, it's clear for Elisa that her next step is to make a deposit into the app from her card. She just enters amount, confirms, and voila! In 2 minutes after registration, Elisa has bought her first ever cryptocurrency. In return, TradeLink rewarded her with a bonus in the form of experience, in-game item, and TEL coins, which is an in-game currency used for many mechanics, like increasing the size of her real investment with coins. After purchasing the cryptocurrency, Alicia starts investing. TradeLink has gathered many reliable investment products that give every TradeLink user access to professional strategies without the need for in-depth investment knowledge and with a minimum entry threshold. When clicking on a product, the user sees its most important statistical indicators, a chart of returns, and can compare the selected product with others. But to assemble even a simplified investment portfolio is quite difficult for a novice investor. This problem was solved by allowing users to copy the portfolios of successful application users, which Elisa decided to do. Following process is quite simple. She chose the best investor, clicked the button of copying, looked at products of the copied portfolio, and with one button bought a professionally developed portfolio. It's been 4 minutes since she registered, and all the basic steps to achieve her goal have already been completed. So now the achievements lead the user to explore the full functionality of the application. As an example right now, Elisa decides to go on another branch of the achievements tree and receive transaction to her cryptocurrency wallet. To do this, she sends the address of her TradeLink wallet to her friend and then awaits for incoming transaction. Apart from that, Elisa decides to check out the social part of the app and goes to the social tab, where she quickly finds the public goals section and decides to find out what it is. When she sees a charitable goal, she decides to join it. By this point, she has received cryptocurrency from her friend, for which Elisa got an achievement and she unlocked new achievements, which she will go to later. Now Elisa is very interested in exploring the social section, so she decides to bet using TAL coins earned from the achievements on the participant of the next tournament. By doing this, Elisa completes a daily quest and get rewarded for it. Quests are generated daily and encourage users to enter TradeLink as often as possible. Elise then goes through the ranking, sees her place in it, as well as the guild ranking. But surprisingly, Elisa gets an email from her friend asking her to add her as a friend on TradeLink. This is something you can't refuse, and besides, Elisa has no problem with it. Elisa sees an activity menu that reminds her of Instagram notifications. That's cool. But she's more interested in the referral menu. We use a complicated referral system with basic payouts in TradeLink Coin. It's time to get achievements for depositing cryptocurrency and buying a TradeLink index. Speaking of which, we've created a trader selection funnel that predictably gathers professional profitable traders to our platform that manage capital, of which there are less than 2% in the market. And that means that Elisa, without any experience now, earns as much as a trader who's been building his career for 10 years. And before she advances to the next stage, Elisa decides to complete one last achievement, a financial literacy and investment education class. After all, until the user learns to manage his money wisely, even a 100% passive income won't help him. The first lesson of the training tells Elisa in detail about compound interest. What are these calculators? We have made every lesson as interactive as possible. At the end of each lesson, there is a quiz to reinforce what user has learned. If a student answers most of the questions correctly, they get an experience and they move their learning progress toward receiving a medal. You may notice life and chain icons in the upper right. We motivate users to learn with health mechanics and combos. When a user chooses the wrong answer in a test, They lose a life, and their current score for consecutive right answers resets. Meanwhile, Elisa got the last achievement and finished the introductory chapter. She's got the basic skills, but more interesting tasks await her. She receives notification from her friend again. This time, Elisa has to send cryptocurrency to her. No problem with that. Elisa scans the QR, enters the required amount, and withdraws the cryptocurrency in less than a minute without paying a fee. Investing is a long process, so we had to skip 5 months of Elisa's journey to see the results. In addition to a high level, Elisa also has an extensive list of friends and nice referral income. Elisa decides to increase it for more by sharing a referral link on Facebook. After checking her own notifications, Elisa heads to the history menu. There, she can analyze in detail all her deposits and withdrawals from the app, as well as pay or cancel invoices. And how fortunate! By the time she gets to the wallet, Elisa has met her financial goal with TradeLink, and so she decides to withdraw some of the money to her TradeLink debit card. With a few actions, the card is issued and the money is withdrawn. All that's left is to use the card in the store and use it to buy the PlayStation 5 that she's been earning for so long. Finally, the goal is truly accomplished. Elisa thinks it's worth sharing the purchase on Instagram and make a post with a referral link so she will earn even more money.